Imagine being in what feels like a genuinely perfect relationship. You and your boyfriend get along incredibly well. You laugh at the same jokes. You enjoy spending time together almost every day. And real arguments are very rare. Life feels easy, happy,
And completely right.
everything just clicks between the two of you in a way that makes you feel lucky every single day. The only small complication is his longtime female best friend named Tammy. At first, you actually like her a lot. She seems friendly, outgoing, and easy to talk to. The three of you hang out together often, and you even start building your own friendship with her. On the surface, everything looks normal and fun. But slowly, very quietly, small things begin to feel wrong. When it is just the two of you alone, Tammy starts making little comments that plant seeds of doubt in your mind. She says things like, "I don't know if he has ever really gotten over his ex. He still mentions her sometimes when we talk alone. Or he told me he feels like he needs more space in his relationships." These comments are subtle, but they make you start questioning things that never bothered you before. They make you feel insecure, without her ever being openly rude. At the same time, your boyfriend starts acting distant. He becomes shorter with his replies. He seems less affectionate than usual. Trust issues that never existed suddenly start appearing out of nowhere. You try hard not to overreact. You do not want to come across as the jealous or controlling girlfriend, so you stay quiet and try to push the uncomfortable feelings aside, hoping it will pass. One weekend night, you go out drinking with Tammy because you are a type 1 diabetic. You are always very careful with alcohol. You only have 1 or 2 drinks the entire night. But somehow, you completely black out and lose all memory. The next thing you remember is waking up in your own bed. A guy you barely know named Peter is lying next to you. Tammy is standing in the room looking angry and judgmental. Thankfully, nothing physical happened. You were both fully clothed. Peter explained that you had gotten extremely sick, throwing up everywhere, and he stayed because he was genuinely worried about your safety, especially knowing you are diabetic. He said Tammy basically ditched you with him and left the scene without helping at all. That same night ends with you in the hospital because of complications with your diabetes. When you finally get home the next day, your entire world has been destroyed. Your boyfriend has thrown all your belongings outside the door. He has blocked you on every single platform. Tammy had already rushed to tell him a completely different story. That you slept with the guy, that you were all over him, and that you were completely out of control that night. In that moment, you knew with absolute certainty. This was a deliberate setup. Tammy had been working quietly behind the scenes for weeks to sabotage your relationship, and this night was her big move to finally break you two apart for good. Most people in your position would have exploded with anger. They would have cried, begged for another chance, or confronted Tammy immediately in a heated argument. But you made a smarter choice. You decided to stay completely calm and play the long game. You continued acting friendly toward Tammy, as if nothing had happened. You even worked hard to convince your boyfriend to give the relationship another chance. The moment he agreed, Tammy started to panic visibly. She saw you on the doorbell camera and immediately texted him asking why you were back at the house. Her stories to him and her stories to you began showing clear inconsistencies and holes that were impossible to ignore. That was the moment you decided it was time to collect undeniable proof. One afternoon when Tammy came over to the house, you asked your boyfriend to step out of the room for just a minute. You secretly started recording on your phone. Then you calmly asked her to explain exactly what happened that night at the bar. She started with her usual version of events, but within minutes, she began backtracking and changing details. She contradicted herself again and again. The lies piled up quickly. Her entire story completely fell apart while the recording captured every single word in her own voice. You did not rush to show your boyfriend the audio right away. Instead, you waited patiently. You wanted to see exactly what Tammy would tell him about that private conversation. Sure enough, she lied again. This time she claimed you had threatened to punch her, and that she was scared for her own safety. That was the final piece of evidence you needed to end her game. A couple of weeks later, after letting her spread her lies around the entire friend group, you sat your boyfriend down in private. You played the full recording for him from beginning to end. He listened in complete shock. Every contradiction, every shifting story, every single lie was captured clearly in Tammy's own voice. She had exposed herself completely, with no way to explain it away. In the end, Tammy's attempt to sabotage your relationship backfired in the worst possible way. She lost her best friend's trust completely. She damaged her reputation with the whole friend group, and she showed everyone exactly who she really was underneath the friendly act. The powerful lesson from this pro-revenge story is very clear. Sometimes the sweetest and most effective revenge is not loud shouting or immediate confrontation. It is staying calm under pressure. It is staying patient. It is quietly gathering clear and undeniable proof, and then simply letting the liar expose themselves with their own words and contradictions. If you enjoy raw, satisfying pro-revenge stories about backstabbing friends, relationship sabotage, betrayal, and sweet karma moments like this one, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. We post new dramatic revenge stories on a regular basis. Drop a comment below and tell me honestly, if you were in this exact situation, what would you have done? Would you have confronted Tammy right away in anger, or would you have played the long game and gathered proof like this woman did? Thanks for watching this revenge narration. Your support helps these stories reach more people who need to hear them. I will see you in the next one, where the payback gets even more satisfying.